Taylor Handley, 28.
Okay, so you are kind of a all-arounder. Right now you're offloading short logs. But what do you usually do?
I drive my own log truck.
So you are an owner-operator log trucker. So how'd you get into that?
It's something my dad did and my grandpa did. And then somehow I got stupid enough to try it.
So how long you been doing it for?
For myself, 7 or 8 years probably.
Okay. So tell me about your first log trucking experience. Who are you working for?
I was driving for JSB Logging in your old truck.
You know I gotta ask you all this stuff, although I already know the answer to every one of them. So, you remember how long you ran that old International for?
I think I worked there for 7 or 8 months, I think.
Okay.
Wasn't a real long time.
Okay, now tell me, that was the best truck you ever drove, right?
By far. By far. That was a real dandy.
The 83 International was the best truck.
Yep. With a 280 wheelbase?
Oh gosh, it was extremely long. I think it was supposed to be you were running as a long logger, but I think it was set up so you could do a short logger.
Yeah, it had the quick change stuff on there.
Yeah. Oh gosh, that thing was interesting, that's for sure. So now, are you absolutely loving life as a log trucker, or are you wishing you're doing something different?
It depends on the day. Every job has its good days and bad days.
Yeah.
I like working for myself better than other people.
I can understand that, yeah. Oh, that's alright. So, have you always stuck with hauling logs, or are you doing short logs, or what are you up to these days?
I had a long logger to start, and then I went to a super train, and now I'm a mule train.
Okay. Would you rather be hauling long logs, or are you okay with the short log deal?
I'm alright with it. There's a lot of guys that don't like it. This takes a little bit more time, get a lot more wiggle when you're driving, so go a little slower, but other than that, it's usually not too bad. Haul a lot of pulp wood.
Yeah, I've heard guys say that you pretty much can't look in the mirrors at all when you're running a short logger, just because it's so scary looking.
Yeah, when I first started, an old guy told me, don't look back in your mirror, it'll just freak you out, and just keep driving, and when you get to the middle, if your trailer's behind you, you did a good job.
Oh, that's too funny, man. How many miles do you think you put on the road doing log trucking?
I have no idea.
Come on, you think you average maybe 50,000 a year, or is that an understatement?
The last few years I've been getting about 70 to 80,000.
Wow. That's nuts, man. Where was the worst place to haul out of that you can remember?
My very first job on Mount Jupiter. Never driven log truck a day in my life, and then that's where I get sent for my first load.
Yeah,
the very top.
I remember that. That was definitely a straight up scary place to haul logs.
Especially on that old International that you couldn't turn very well, and there's one switchback in particular that it would not go around very well.
Yeah, I remember that one. I got screwed up on it a couple of times as well. So, you remember the best place you ever hauled logs at?
Like best company or best job, or
probably best job, I guess.
We actually just did a job up in Happy Valley that was a pretty good job.
Okay.
Pretty good hauling, made pretty good money. It was a good job.
How about best company?
That's a hard one to say.
They're all good, right?
They're all pretty darn good. I really enjoyed working for Pulley.
Oh yeah, okay.
They were a good group of guys and easy to get along with.
Cool, man. How about fastest shovel operator? I heard Hintz has got a really fast one.
Yeah, Hintz has a pretty fast shovel operator. I think the fastest guy that's ever loaded me was Alan Lagavina. That guy, he's pretty darn quick. Pulley had a couple guys that were real quick too. There's lots of good guys out there.
So when they would load you, you're talking quick, like truck and pup in.
I think the fastest I've ever been loaded was with pulpwood, truck and trailer. I think it was 9 minutes.
Wow.
That's including hooking up my trailer.
They gotta have a big shovel to be loading that quick.
Yeah, I think they were running a Hitachi. I don't remember what size, but it was a pretty quick shovel. And he had everything just decked perfect and lined out good. Made it easy.
Wow.
He made it look easy. I don't make it look that easy.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty tongue-heavy trailer.
Got that right. So who's the biggest character you work with?
Define character.
Could be, I don't know, could be like biggest jokester or just kind of a goofball to work with. Could be, somebody that was a jerk, but
You were a pretty good character to work with.
Good or bad?
Good. You're always really helpful and funny. Showed me a few tricks.
Well, that's cool. I appreciate that. So what was the biggest trick of the trade that you really found to be helpful for what you were doing?
I don't know. Not real sure.
All of it was all helpful, right?
Yeah, you usually don't get too much bad advice.
That's perfect. Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Well, you get bad advice, you just gotta learn from it.
How about like best mill
To get in and out of?
Sure.
Local's pretty good. Herman Brothers in Port Angeles, they're pretty good. Yeah, there's a few good mills out there.
Okay. Now, out of all because there's been quite a few guys that have come and gone since you've got started with your business, but what would you say the most memorable log trucker is that isn't around anymore, maybe retired?
Probably Dennis Wilhelm.
Yeah, you got that right, man.
He was always a good guy to call and talk to and ask questions to, and I still call him and talk to him probably once a week or so. And he gives a lot of good advice. He's a real good guy to talk to, knowledgeable, helpful.
Yeah, he is a really good guy. No, that's a good one. How about crankiest shovel operator, or do you not even want to say?
I don't know if I want to say it. Might have to haul there again.
Oh no, yeah, we probably know the same person.
Probably.
Yeah, okay. Copy that. Oh, looks like you got a quandary there.
Yeah. That 10-footer got me.
The 10-footer of doom. Well, shoot.
Oh, there's a couple 10-footers.
I'll let you get back to unloading this quandary of a load here, the double ender load.
All right,
Taylor, but I appreciate you taking some time to talk with me, man. I'll catch up with you later.
Absolutely. Have a good one, Daniel.